Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Well, Wayne Rooney's goal today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal-scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
Can he get it through? It's a promising position.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, good take in a good area. Yeah. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Now it's Matweke. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he spark a counter here? Sadiqi. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he latch onto this? And he's picked it up out wide. Looking for the far post. Silvestre is there to clear.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Trossard. Silvestre. Passing nice and neat. Now, what about a counter-attack? Granit Xhaka. Distributed tidily. And it's Xhaka. And here's Lefay. Brzezinski. That's a good ball out wide. Sadiqi. Reinildo. Oh, that's well spotted. Yeah. Shifted into the flank. Now it's Trossard. Can he get on the end of this? He is just caressing the ball. Mukiele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Brobbey. Now this could be a chance. They're well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Ups for safety. Trauner. 30 minutes gone. Threads one in. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Sunderland clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brobbey receives it in a wide position. Lampard, either side giving way. It has been tight. Lampard, Silvestre. Spread to the right. Madweke is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. That's Brzezinski. Brzezinski will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a throw-in. It's very disappointing, it has to be said. That's going to go a long way. Lukiele. Petrauda. Yeah. The referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling.
Brazil really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Sadiqi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lukiele. That has not gone well.
Sunderland clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And a header! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Yeah, foot in. Yeah, under intense pressure.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
He's got away. It's a pretty loose pass. It's really well manoeuvred. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better, though. The final ball was very poor.
Big chance! That's a sharp finish. He is away, the launch of a brand new hero. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, he couldn't quite catch up to that.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Teremos uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier.
He's wide and looking to get onto this. And this is Rooney.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And it's Shaka. Tries to pass it through. Lefay gets into a good position. He's on it, can he get away? And the shots! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Just about up to 75 minutes. Kertrauda kept his eye on it, and he's there. Granit Xhaka.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Trossard. Kertrauda does really well there. He is strong. Granit Xhaka. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Kertrauda. And it's Xhaka. Now Sadiqi. Oh, good read. Adams. Silvesh. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Brazil really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And here's Lefay. And it's been hooked away and reclaimed it in a trice.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Yeah. Alexander-Arnold looking to add to his goal. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's managed to get free. Rooney stood his ground strongly. Madueke. He's in a great position. He's got a shot! You've got to be quick to recover this. And with that, the end. Brazil have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Alexander-Arnold claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Brazil clearly weren't looking to win it this way. There's no doubt about that. Still, you have to credit them for their ability to dig deep, to show good mental strength, and to find that extra gear when it mattered.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch, too.
Sylvestre wins the duel this time. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Tidily in with the challenge. Well, for all blue-clad fans in West London, the 2004-05 season was a truly seismic one. The revolution had come to fruition.
A special time that marked a change in the landscape of not just London, Peter, but English football as a whole.
And it was largely down to one special talisman, Frank Lampard. He brought the title home with a couple of goals on the road right at the end of April.
A 50-year wait finally brought to an end, and it couldn't have been any more appropriate that he got the final say.
Now, can they get him away? Madueke, he's found the way through. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Lancashire.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Lampard, played out to the left flank. Brannigan. He's looking wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Spread to the right. Lampard. It's a good ball out wide. Madueke has the space to scheme. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Donnelly. Turns back here, probably the best option. Brannigan. Nicely spread. He's picked his way through. Donnelly was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Donnelly. It's a promising position. Tries to cross. And he's heaved it away. Sylvestre. That has ended up in no man's land. Knocks it into space. Now here's the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Lampard. Brzezinski. Played into space. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Trossard gets into a good position. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And he's forced to go back. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oxford are looking to break at pace. Over to the right flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Donnelly. No, it's come to nothing. So a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there.
Please
It
welcome
doesn't
the
lack
two
that
sides.
breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Second half is up and running.
Brazil really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
No way through. And it's Rosicki.
Oxford are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Spencer. Donnelly. He's chosen to go back. Oh, good spread. Vieira. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. He's got away. Silvestre picks it up out wide. Getting up there! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Donnelly. It's a really well-measured ball. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Oh, played through for the wide man. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van Dijk. Lampard, very much a man of this moment. And Silvestre. Vieira. 60 minutes played. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Lancashire is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Donnelly. Lampard. And it's Vieira. Rooney. Played out towards the right wing. Lovely feet. That's a shade optimistic. Donnelly. Distributed tidily. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's very neat. Sylvestre attempts a clearance.
Substitution on the field. Number 33, number 27, number 17. Coming on the field, number 19,
Wicket,
number
clears.
9, number 7.
Threads one in. Cross goes in there. That's took play to the danger. Vieira. 75 minutes played. Brannigan. Stood up well to him there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Trossard receives it in a wide position. Rosicki will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Extraordinarily, it is still goalless here. This was supposed to be a one-sided game. He's in plenty of space here.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? It's in he goes again. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Madweke. Brannigan. And Spencer. Oh, good spread.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Your final thoughts, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.